Welcome back, baseball fans. I'm Sandy Charles, and I'm here at Scottsdale Stadium, home to the San Francisco Giants. We're here all day long. We're kicking off our spring training coverage first with the Bay Area team. But first, let's get to what's going on in the sports world. Jets cornerback Darrelle Revis was in a street fight last weekend that reportedly left 2 men unconscious. Revis has been charged with 2 felony counts of aggravated assault, 1 felony count for robbery and conspiracy, and a misdemeanor count of terroristic threats by Pittsburgh police. The NFL will be looking deeper into this situation. And moving on over to the NHL, Anaheim Ducks center Antoine Vermette has been suspended 10 games and could be reduced to 5 games for slashing a linesman during the 3rd period against the Wild Tuesday night and was ejected from the game. Vermette slapped his stick on the back of the ref's legs after he lost the faceoff. The Ducks did end up winning the game 1-0. And sticking with hockey, Sidney Crosby is the 86th player to join the NHL 1,000-point club at 29 years old. Classic Crosby to outplay the defenseman to make an incredible pass to get him to the 4-digit club. Only 12 other players in history have gotten 1,000 points faster than Crosby. So that's what's going on in the sports world. And earlier today, here at the San Francisco Giants spring training camp, I caught up with MLB Network reporter Heidi Watney to talk about her time at the Cactus League, and this is what she had to say. Now, Heidi, you've been at the Cactus League, 6 teams the last 5 days. Overall, let's just start real easy. General feel, anyone really stick out to you?
Well, the Cubs, because they won the World Series and they had such a dominant year last year, and everyone's back. I mean, no, not everyone's back. They lost a couple of guys, but they've got such a talented roster. They're again going to have a target on their back. But the cool thing for me is I got to hit a lot of the really big camps. I mean, the Indians, they returned a lot of their players. They got Encarnacion, and a big thing for them is they're getting some healthy guys back too, and Salazar and Carrasco and Michael Brantley, so they're going to be a better team. I mean, every team tries to make improvements in the offseason for sure, but I mean, you look at those 2 teams that were in the World Series and you're like, they could be better. That's interesting. I got to go to Royals camp. I got to go to Giants, Dodgers, Rangers. It was a really good week.
Now talk about, you just did the World Series. Either of those teams have a hangover. Did you get that feeling at all?
No. Actually, I kind of expected maybe more from the Indians. I don't know really what I expected, but that was our first camp on Monday, and all the guys were there. And they had been there for a couple of weeks. Corey Kluber threw his 2nd bullpen on Monday. I was like, wait a second, you guys played into November. You had a shorter off season, but they were all there, and they're hungry. They're hungrier because they came so close and didn't get it done. And I think they're excited, too, because they bring in Encarnacion. They got another bat. Michael Brantley's health is still, I think there's still some questions out there, but if he can be healthy, he's a huge addition. And, they didn't have Salazar and Carrasco essentially in the postseason at all. None of Carrasco and Salazar for like an inning. So their rotation's going to be good. I mean, as with any team that's not a large market team that can't necessarily have the depth that some teams can afford, staying healthy is going to be key, but they're certainly a talented team. And on the flip side of that, the Cubs, it seemed like the party was just still going. I mean, literally, Anthony Rizzo came from the Grammys straight to spring training. They've been doing, Ellen DeGeneres and all the late night talk shows and every award show. I feel like I interviewed half the team like every couple weeks this off season at all the award shows. So, but they weren't tired. They weren't like, I asked Chris Bryant if he had any downtime. He said, not really, but I'm young. I can bounce back. It's fine. And they really do seem to have a hunger to repeat now. I mean, they're not satisfied with just winning the one, which, who would be? So both camps were a lot of fun to go to.
Well, that's it for us at the spring training facility of the San Francisco Giants, day 1 of FanRag Sports spring training coverage. Keep it at fanragsports.com for more coverage. You never know where we're going to be. There's 15 more teams, and we're going to be coming to you, so keep it right here. I'm Sandy Charles with FanRag Sports.